Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Cooking Websites, where I share the web design tools that I use all the time to build websites. In this episode, I'll show you tools that will help you move your design from Figma to an actual website, a tool for logos, and my favorite collaboration tool. Let's start where we left off in the last episode, actually, where I used Musho AI to generate a layout for me. So the next logical step would be to take that Figma design and put it on an actual page. I personally use WPBakery to build my websites. In most cases, I can just take it from Figma and recreate it just manually in WordPress. But that's not always the case. The thing about AI-generated layouts is that AI doesn't know how I'm going to build the actual page and what limitations the builder of my choosing might have. It also doesn't have the accurate branding. It doesn't have the logos or the brand colors. So my first favorite tool of this episode is this logo generator. I've used it thousands of times to just for a prettier placeholder or just to get ideas flowing. So let's just type in the name of the business. I already checked it. And it will generate us logos. We don't need a slogan. Next. Okay, we don't need any of that. Nope, we just need the brand name. And here are all the logos you can choose from. Obviously, some of them are not even close to what your business is, but here we have a little dog, a little dog, a little dog. So definitely there's something to choose from. A paw for positive. So there's definitely always something to choose from. So what you can do here is you can actually customize it. Okay, you can customize the colors to fit your specific layout. So that is perfect. I actually went ahead, prepared for this video, and created a logo right here. The colors that we'll need, this is it. Little dog and the name of the business. This is the layout that was generated last time that I'll be working with today. As you can see, it has a logo. It looks exactly like a button with like a little icon, which sometimes is what logos are, but you know, it can be more interesting. Yeah, so this is the layout. So how do we go about actually putting it on an actual page? So we will make all of this as a section because this will be one row and this will be one row, just so the background image is behind two rows. If you haven't worked with WPBakery, maybe it doesn't make 100% sense, but trust me, it will. Here we have a section. What we will do, stretch the section and add a row to it, which is going to be that header. Then we will switch the row layout to this. Oh, and we're going to add a background image, that little doggy, to the section. And you already guessed it, I have it prepared. So we're going to cover it, let in my cat. My cats don't like that I'm making videos about dogs. And now we could add the logo. That's just going to be a single image element. Okay, let's do full size. And here we have our little logo. It's that simple, and I think it looks much better. Okay, now I'll quickly style the whole header. By the way, if there's a button style that you can't set custom colors to, you can choose the gradient. What was the style? Gradient custom, and that will allow you to set any custom colors. That's a little trick for all you WPBakery users. And this is our header so far. So as I said before, for the most part, you can just take any single element of this from your Figma design and just make it into WordPress. But sometimes the builder that you use doesn't have a corresponding element to what you have on your design. What I do then is I convert my design into HTML and CSS and then just add that to the page. So let's, for example, take this part of the design right here, because I know that there is no, like this little thing doesn't exist at WPBakery. So next I'll show you a tool called Localy. I already took out this part that I want to copy, because if I take the whole page and convert that into code, there's just going to be so much code. It's going to be a big mess. So I have it right here, and let's fire up. Let's fire up Localy. And I use their lightning option, which just takes your code, you select the frame, and it just creates code. So I have my code ready here, but if you use it for the first time, you will see generate or one-click generate, something like that. Okay, now you see the preview of the frame, and here you see the code. Here's the HTML, and here's the CSS. There's local and global CSS ready for you. So now we just have to copy paste it into the plugin. Before we do that, let me just quickly fill up the page until that pricing point part. I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, the whole design had this like light green background, so I'm just gonna pop into the CSS options here, and I'll add custom code to make just the background the same color. Going back. I think I'm in the right spot, but we can change it up a little later. So what we're gonna do now is it the right spot? Let's finally add it to the page. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna split the row into 3 columns, because there were 3 pricing plans. Okay, let me check how it looked. So we will have to, as we're copying only this part, let's style the rest of it quickly. Why did I say it like that? So we're giving it a little background and a border radius of 30. Yes. Now let's add not a logo, an icon. An icon, that would be a light. Okay, we don't have the same one, but either way, let's just pick any at this point. It's going to be green. Now let's add the text. Inner. This is going to be our H3. And ideal for new dog owners. By the way, I'm taking off the dots because I don't like that. What was the color here? Same one. Okay. Okay, what we can do now is add the raw HTML element and just copy and paste the code. Here it is. Obviously, it doesn't look pretty yet because it doesn't have CSS added. And another thing we can do straight away is the design had pulled some sort of like a check icon from somewhere, but we don't have that locally. So it doesn't show up. So what we can do is take the URL of the icon that we want to show. I uploaded one to my website. So now what we should do is just go through the code and replace this one with ours. And now I just have to replace all of these. And now the next step would be style. And obviously we do that with CSS. So we go right back here and we copy and paste the CSS. Obviously AI isn't perfect, so it didn't close this out. Okay, it didn't close out a couple of things, but that's fine. And here we go. As you can see, it has some sort of a padding left from where I took it out of the design. So what we'll do, we'll just go snoop around in the CSS and let's see what's the padding that it has added and remove that. Okay, here's some padding. Let's see. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let me add all the rest of the trackbox icons and just tinker with the design. For example, this definitely needs a little bit of help. This definitely needs some padding to be in line with this one. And we end up with something like this. I added the button and I took away the icon because I don't always like what AI creates, and I just didn't like that. I didn't like the icons. So that's how you would go about just getting a little bit of a design that you cannot recreate directly in your website builder or wherever you build your websites. So let me just finish the page and I'll get back to you with my next tool. All right, my last favorite tool of today is Adorim. That's my favorite collaboration tool that you can use, that I personally use if I have to collaborate with anyone else on the project or show the design to a client, and they can easily just add comments and any instructions for every element in the page, and you don't have to make these crazy, weird and long documents trying to explain that like adjust the color for the third heading or, you know, stuff like that. You can just see it on the page and adjust it instantly. Let me show you. Okay, let's go back to my site. I just let's say I just created a page, which I just did. I think I messed up the section. I think I messed up the section like higher. I think I messed up the section where they're supposed to be, but I can change that at any time. So I created this new page and I'm ready to show it to a client. I go ahead, view the page, and this is it. And here is the Adorim little logo. Let's click on it. And now it went from the browse mode to comment mode. So my client, for example, goes here and Ordinate Designer and sees, Irma, you forgot to put some padding here. Okay, what I do here is I just say, please add padding, like in the design. I say, no, Irma, how did you do that? I assign this to a person, send off a comment. Okay, let's say, change the color. I again add it to a person. You can switch the progress for any task, the priority, and send off the comment. And now you can go back to browsing mode. And now when a person opens this page and they have Adrim, and they're a user on your account. They see this. Oh, Irma has added some comments. Let's see what they are. And you see them instantly. So let's go back to browse, and you can also access everything. You're in the same project here. Go to collaborate and task center. And yeah, here you see all of my comments and you see which page it is from. And you don't even have to then go to that page. You go to open task page and you will see the same comments here. So it's super, super easy. So the next very cool thing about Adrim is when you've logged in, just from Adrim.io, you create your account, you log in, you add any website in the world. Here, you click on Add Site, continue without Chrome extension, and Adrim will allow you now to add comments to any website. So you can use it for inspiration. I like this one. You can use it for inspiration, to share with others as your personal inspiration board. And yeah, just have it as a way to collaborate with you, with the internet, and with your fellow colleagues, or a way for your clients to show what websites they like and what they like in certain websites. So that is it. And that's it for this episode of Cooking Websites. I hope you give these a try and like this video and subscribe to not miss the next episode. I'll see you there.